Hey, Whitney's on tonight.
Whitney Wednesday.
Yeah, Wednesday at 8 on the Deuce. Don't miss it. All right, time for a look at entertainment. Adam's here.
Yeah, and veteran comic book creators in the capital tonight to attend the Victoria Film Festival. Trina Robbins has been telling graphic stories for more than 30 years, best known for her work on Powerpuff Girls and Wonder Woman. Now she's featured in a documentary, The Untold Story of American Superheroines.
When Wonder Woman emerged, women had to step out of the private sphere into the public sphere because we were at war.
Women did things they had never done before. They made planes and they flew the plane. But as soon as the war ended, all the guys wanted their jobs back and the women were sent back to the kitchen. It's all guys. It's guys writing her, it's guys drawing her, and they don't really get her.
She spent many, many, many years not being a feminist character at all.
What this movie is about, yes, Wonder Woman is definitely in the movie, but because she's such a feminist icon, but it's really about all the strong women in comics and in pop culture and in real life.
What are the consequences for women when they are strong and when they are the central actors of their own lives?
The Wonder Women documentary looks at how strong female characters in popular culture have influenced generations of female readers and viewers. Trina Robbins worked on the Wonder Woman comic book during the late 80s and early 90s and says that graphic storytelling has a unique potential to inspire change.
They do say that a picture is worth 1,000 words, and so the most perfect combination is words and pictures. You know, you can't communicate better than with words and pictures.
Wonder Women, The Untold Story of American Superheroines, screens tonight at the Victoria Film Festival. Robbins will be in attendance to answer your questions. And if you'd like to hear more from her, just tune into Eye on the Arts this Saturday and Sunday on CFAX 1070. And if you are smitten with Benjamin Britten, get ready to celebrate Pacific Opera Victoria. It is preparing to recognize what would have been the British composer's 100th birthday by staging 3 different productions. The first one, the musical comedy Albert Herring.
We're quite sincere.
Yeah.
Our relationship is very sincere.
But all the other characters are just this sort of heightened caricature of pious, righteous people. But it's just so over the top that you have to laugh at it. It's great.
Albert Herring's a musical comedy that pokes fun at small-town pomposity. Benjamin Britten wrote it in 1949. Featuring familiar situations and accessible music.
Really driving the plot forward. That's what's fun about it. It's really good storytelling.
This is what we would call an ensemble piece. So there are 10 principal characters. In most classical operas there are maybe 4, maybe sometimes 5, sometimes only 3. The fact that there are so many fully developed characters in this show makes it completely delightful.
Speaking of big cast, Pacific Opera also teaming up with more than 200 youth, amateur, and professional musicians to stage Britain's version of Noah's Ark. Then, POV's teaming up with Victoria's Belfry Theatre to stage Britain's behind-the-scenes opera production. Albert Herring runs through February 17th at the Royal Theatre. You can find out details about that and those other 2 Britain events by visiting pov.bc.ca. Well, Hollywood headlines now, and there are new details about what you can expect from the next installment in the Star Wars franchise. Reports say that there will be a standalone feature focused on Jedi Master Yoda. Disney bought Lucasfilm from George Lucas for just over $4 billion last year. The 7th film will be directed by J.J. Abrams and is expected to be released in 2015. Disney's still planning on releasing the 7th, 8th, and 9th installments in the series as well. And this Picasso painting has been auctioned off for $45 million. The 1932 work, known as Woman Sitting Near a Window, is a portrait of one of the painter's lovers, Marie-Therese Walter. And finally this hour, this is the new Monopoly piece, a cat. The board game company Hasbro unveiled the token today after an online vote to replace the retired Iron.
Iron retired?
Well, yeah, they got rid of it.
Yeah.
I don't think it had a choice in the matter.
I guess a lot of people don't know what an iron is these days, do they?
Well, I do.
Well, yeah, I do. I do. I like ironing shirts. I find it rather.
It's kind of meditative for you.
It is kind of.
Yeah.
A cat, though.
I know you would have rather had a.
Well, no, a cat's okay.
Okay.
All righty, Sparks. Thank you.
All righty.